What does that button do?
I don't know. It connects us with our dear friends.
Exactly. What a wonderful button.
That was very Mr. Rogers. What a wonderful one.
Oh, what a wonderful. Oh, and hello. Hello, neighbor.
Hello.
The world was on fire. No one could save me but you. Strange what desire will make foolish people do. Well, I never dreamed that I'd find somebody like you. Well, I never dreamed I'd lose somebody like you.
We're just singing here. I don't
No,
know.
I don't want to fall in love. This road is gonna break your heart. No, I don't want to fall in love. This wood is only gonna break your heart with you. Hey, Laura was here and then she went away. It was something you did, people. She'll be back. What a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. Thank you, I'm going for it.
Going
Never
for it.
felt this way.
Bravo.
What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. Now, by the way, Chris Isaak, of course, there. If you've ever seen any of his albums, it was very clear that his record company knew that he had big old jug ears because you only see him on the album artwork in profile, right? And so it's like, wow, what a handsome GQ looking fellow. Whoa, holy crap, big ears.
Hello.
Big old jug ears. Hi, friends.
Hello, welcome.
Brandon Drislane's here. By the way, congratulations on having a karate master daughter. That is really cool.
Yeah, is she a brown belt? That's so cool.
So cool.
She
Love
looks
that.
so old.
I know. Your kids are getting
what's
all
happening with
grown
these
up.
kids? They're all just growing up.
What is going on with these kids? And they're growing up. That's not allowed. That's not allowed because you know what it does? It makes the rest of us feel old, right?
I mean, we're not old, so how can they be old? That's
Heaven
impossible.
forbid. That's the reason why I think a lot of times celebrities, we look at them and we go, hey, you need to keep yourself looking young and in better shape because otherwise we have to look at you and then we realize if you look older and shitty, why?
It's a bad reflection of us.
Turn that mirror
Exactly.
around. By the way, I don't know if you heard Laura's chair on the floor here. There's something very interesting happened here in the studio
This week.
this week in the studio. So
we were trying to mitigate all the chaos. There was a lot of chaos.
so much chaos.
Since Stephen
Been
got
a
back.
busy
And,
week and a half or
And
whatever.
the very day that we were like, all right, we have the chaos under control, a
Tamp it down.
strange smell started emitting
Strange smell
from the studio
from the
area.
studio area, and I was thinking to myself, well, maybe it's a little musty in here, whatever. I don't often open the windows. So I'm like, I opened the window, left it overnight, closed the door, and thought it was going to air out. And I come back in the morning, it's like, no, it still is like stinky in here. And so through lots and lots of trial and
doggy
error.
anal glands. That's a good
It was not
guess.
doggy anal glands. Yeah, exactly. That's a very good guess, Christina.
But what you have to know about me is that probably because of hormones or something, I have the
sensitive
world's
sniffer.
most sensitive
Right
nose.
now,
So,
yeah.
we're on and off throughout my life, but right now.
Yeah.
So, oh my God! I opened the door and I was like,
bonanza
whoa,
here.
my God, what is that
Yeah,
smell?
make
Something
that-
horrible happened in here.
It smelled god awful.
First, I called the bug guy to see if there was
Right, we
a
thought there
dead
might have been a dead
somewhere.
animal because
It
maybe that was
smelled
coming up through the
so
vent or whatever, and so that ruled
intensely
that out.
bad.
I found a spot on the carpet that about a week ago, I had spilled water on. Now, we spill water sometimes, and it happens in life. And
sometimes you spill
clean it up
water, and it's fine. You just wipe it up, and
the
it's fine.
problem was I didn't realize that I had spilled the water for a number of hours, and it was a lot. And so
I don't think you realize how much water was in there.
No,
right?
I didn't.
And when you spill water into carpet, it sometimes can turn evil.
I took a towel
So,
and I dabbed it and kind of like tried to get all the moisture there. Why? I didn't.
It turned to the dark side.
It went very much to the dark side.
Yeah.
And so what we're doing now.
Yes, mold.
Yes, it was mold. It was Bob Mold. Bob Mold was in my carpet. Who screwed you joke? I don't know.
Screaming
Listen,
real loud.
These are the jokes, people.
It was wow.
tell you.
It was so intense.
It was extremely intense. And so I finally
worst.
figured out, like, there's this patch of carpet, and I'm like, well, okay, maybe if I can just take a little bit of, carpet cleaner, whatever, just clean that up and kind of get the mold out of there. We tried everything.
And listen, we live in the Pacific Northwest, so
Sure,
we have
we're
all
used to
the,
dampness,
we're used to dampness. We have all the equipment for if the water spills, whatever.
Exactly.
So we brought in a dehumidifier and a fan, and we're trying to
all this
do
stuff,
something. And it was oh my God, it smells so bad. We're gonna die.
Not getting any better. Not getting better at all. And to the point where the only thing left to do, hi Maleficent, the only thing left to do was to get a box cutter
and cut the fucking carpet.
And we talked to Eric about this, and we're like, so when we had you guys remember the saga of the wood floor and getting rid of that chocolate brown floor, which was the bane of our fucking existence. And I sound super white, and it's a big glass of white wine, but the best money that I think we've spent on this place by far was to replace that floor with the LVP that Eric put in. We have a bunch of extra flooring, and I didn't want to put,
to clarify,
flooring.
the studio is the only room
Only
that
place
still
it has
has carpet because it
we
needs
try to
to
get
be
to
sound dead.
Sound dead, and we don't want any
But
reverb. So
it turned to the dark side.
Oh, it turned to the dark side. So literally, I'm just like, I take the because we're going to replace it anyway, and so then I cut it out.
And says carpet is
Carpet
gross.
is so
oh my God,
gross.
so gross.
We had that very discussion.
We were box cuttering it today and try to
Jesus Christ.
rip it out, and we had masks on, and it smelled so bad.
The thing that we are doing this show on, this desk, my parents bought this desk a while ago, and it's a desk from the 1940s.
We're all gonna
It is
die.
my prized possession, and it weighs 1 billion fucking pounds, and I'm not kidding. It weighs so much. So basically what we're doing is we're just cutting around the legs of this thing with a box cutter. I'm under the...
And then I'm just snipping it as I'm the mold sniffing dog in here,
exactly.
right? And I'm like, no, it still stinks.
Now our friend Eric, our dear friend Eric, I don't know if he's on, but
They went to dinner, I think.
they're doing their cabin thing, and they may be out to dinner. We're hoping that they're going to join us. But so Eric comes over the other day with his trailer. Carrie's here. All right, cool.
Oh,
so
hi.
Eric comes over with a trailer, and he's like, look, if you want to tear the carpet out, go ahead and do that and put it in the trailer. And also, he'd been over to our friends Jason and Melissa's place. Now, we've told you about how our friend Jason Sussman had a mannequin that he had
Jason
turned
Voorhees
he put a
statue.
hockey mask on it and turned it into a life-size Jason Voorhees. And this was hilarious because at one point, a guy from Uber Eats stayed at the bottom of their driveway, came to the top, and then he went all the way back down to the bottom of the driveway, calls him and goes, hey, you better come pick up your food because whatever that is at the top of your driveway, I don't mess around with that. I don't mess with that is what this fellow says.
Your food.
So get your fucking food. So anyway.
So their Jason Voorhees mannequin statue fell over.
Yeah.
And so they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
And so
And so
it happens to be in the trailer.
So Eric pulls this mannequin out. It is covered in duct tape. It is like it is the jankiest mannequin.
It has one arm, and that arm doesn't have a hand. And we're like, we love it.
He set him up in the trailer, and I swear to God, periodically throughout, we were doing yard work today. Periodically throughout the day, we come around the corner like, wow, holy shit!
It scared me a dozen times.
Every single time we come around.
Funny
and so
every time.
last night we're hanging out and we're looking out at him, and the dog is.
Wait, did you see that? Can you show the long range shot of what it looks like from here?
I'm going to show. Well, no, because I didn't bother to upload that. But anyway, so it's Eric. So we're looking at this thing, and the dog finally notices it, and she's having a fit because like, oh my God, there's a man in the trailer, and it's like, no, it's just we finally decided that because he is a mannequin that I'm pretty sure was first designed in the 60s, but this one was probably built in the 70s, and so he's kind of a throwback to that time, but it's very clear this is the kind of mannequin that you would have seen in J.C. Penney back in the day. You know what I'm talking about? Right?
I don't know thought this was the original. Anyway, here's what it looks like
do you have
from
this?
far away. Yeah.
Okay, do you have the photo?
Yeah.
All right, let's bring this up. Well, I can show you on the phone here.
Oh, okay. Well, no, actually, you can show it's in the group text from.
Aha. Well, let me just see if I can pull up a fine fight. Well, so here's Eric right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's Eric with
propping up
with who we have. We've named. We've officially named him. Hang on. Let's introduce you to him right now. Here we go. Fashion Steve. Yeah, there you go. So it's Fashion Steve, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking Fashion Steve. And who knows what sort of shenanigans Fashion Steve's going to get up to. Am I right? He's really kind of a choose your own adventure thing, right? Like maybe we could all like do can lay out some adventures for Fashion Steve and why he is swabs as Brendan. And then every week we can just basically report back to you. If it's like Flat Stanley, right? We'll just you'll come up with an idea.
Where are we going to hide Fashion Steve every week? Exactly. Like is he going to be on the back deck or the front, like on the patio? Is he going to be in the forest peering at the neighbors?
I'm going to take him over to my mom's.
Is he going to be in front of Barb's house? You don't know.
Fashion Steve. I'm just gonna keep
could be anywhere.
I'm just gonna keep doing that over and over. Yeah, put him on that's Carrie says Barb's yard. Scott Coates says Barb's lawn. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, we're thinking in the same wavelength, people.
Stefan and Lori and Fashion Steve.
And Fashion Steve. Oh my goodness, people! Hi, people! Hi, how the heck are you? By the way, Lori and I were having a very funny discussion, as we are wont to do today. As I was making this video, I was like, we were just going over what it is that people who are part of our wonderful Only Show family do. And the truth is, I don't really know. The only person I know for sure is Eric because he does stuff here. So I can say it concretely, Eric does this and he does this because I've watched him do it and I actually live in it, right?
Carrie says Fashion Steve is all you are operating at this time.
That's true.
That is correct.
Carrie, I think, does stuff with spreadsheets. I don't really know. Christina, I know that you used to work with geriatric folk. I don't really know what you do anymore. Scott, I believe you do business ventures.
Scott does some business thing.
Ray, I have no fucking idea. Ray's a transponder.
You don't know what Brendan does?
Yeah, I have no idea what any of these people do. But we'll just ask you guys, what do you think we do?
What do you think we do?
Like, what do we do with our days? I don't know. It's
we were talking and thinking about that because we're like, when we make a video like Fashion Steve, do you guys think that's what we do all day? Yeah, You're right. That is what we do.
Here, let's
Maleficent says Fashion Steve has just so many possibilities.
Oh, I know.
We love him now, Fashion Steve. He's sitting outside in the driveway, so every time you go outside, he scares the shit out of you. I'm
so calling an audible. What do we do? Stefan and Lori, what do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do? Anybody know? Anybody? Give it your best guess. That was not the clue that I was going to start with tonight, but here we are. What do we do? This is Stefan's terrible chick. I should have been a physician. My handwriting is so. Carrie says she used to analyze
surgical
videos. I'm sure that was. Yeah.
We are both bounty hunters. We're both bounty hunters. That would be,
Christine and Brendan. We could be. We could be moonlighting strangers that we met on the way. That show did not hold up. I used to love that show in college. We would all we would have like appointment television back when that was a thing.
I tried to watch it again and it was no good.
It was god awful. I had the only color television in our entire dorm, and so everybody would crowd into our little room, and we would watch The Cosby Show. Oh boy, that didn't age well. And then also Family Ties. And then I think, was it the same night, Moonlighting? Anyway, yeah. And so I was like, I had very fond memories of, this kind of quick back and forth, witty repartee between Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis. I'm like, I got to get the box DVD set. Got it home, popped in one of them, popped it out, loaded the thing up, sent it back. I'm like, that was shit.
No.
It's garbage. It's garbage. Don't even do it.
Spies like in The American.
We are like in The American. You don't know. This is a great cover. This is a great cover story for us, right?
Yeah,
Doing
it
it,
is.
we're in broad, we're in full view.
Fun fact: Stephen's voice is in The Americans.
It's I'm in the pilot.
He's the
pilot. I'm the
National
radio announcer.
Public Radio announcer
exactly.
in the pilot of The Americans. Go listen to it.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll get money.
We are curators for the curious and off kilter. Oh, how right you are.
That's
We're,
right.
Let's see. Laurel running an 8-figure empire of awesome goods can be used on weekly Facebook shows. Stefan, voiceovers with a minor coming up in only show prompt. Exactly. That's exactly.
Every
I
single
do mine
one of
right
these
now.
is right.
We
You're
do
all
what
right.
we do, says Maleficent.
You're right.
Write the most hilarious movie script about a pond. That's it.
You're also right.
Eric says, I respond to Lori. God help me. Oh, that's what Eric does. Yeah, we do now. Attract weirdos. I'm a Kevin Costner body double. You kind of are.
Are you?
You are a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Curate content and manage Sammamish-free stuff. Let's see. Stream while naked from the waist down. You don't know.
could be.
We
You
could
don't
be.
know.
I don't stand up.
What are we wearing?
Eat babies. Let's see. You are AI based on my wishes for friends. Oh, that's sweet. Same. Girl, same. Let's see. Filter the expired beef so the rest of us don't have to. Holy cow, y'all. I made hamburgers last night, and I was thawing out part of the hamburger meat. And
I'm calm.
we were making dinner tonight. Laura was going to make something in the microwave.
I was just going to I was
Heat something up in the
innocently
microwave, and she
trying to
opens
heat
up the
something
microwave,
up in the microwave.
and there's the hamburger in there, the
last
thawed
night.
hamburger from last night that I
Okay.
had forgotten about.
I went
Jesus.
silent. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't.
I'm like, do we have to move? I think we might have to
I
move.
can't. I was
think we
like,
might have
I
to move.
can't
Yeah.
touch that. Just
Yeah.
do something with it. I'm trying not to cry because it's,
Oh, my God.
it's 30 minutes till the show. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
we,
okay.
we do have to move though. So we'll see you guys soon. Urinal cake testers. That's funny. Whatever you want, whenever you want. That is true, David. Actually, that is true. Zamboni drag racers.
That's funny.
Host of the new show, Naked and Streaming. Make us have a great time. Oh, thank you, Scott. You entertain us every Saturday for many years out of the kindness of your hearts. Well, I mean, we get something out of this. Obviously, we enjoy the hell out of ourselves. Maybe that's the smell on the carpet.
We get to say, we
God.
saw people on Saturday.
Yeah, honestly, Brendan had so many fabulous answers on this. He had Zamboni drag racers.
Brendan, you never answered my message about whether you actually wanted that ceramic hand.
We're bounty
So-
hunters. Yeah, did you want the ceramic
Do
hand?
you
You
want
won it
that
fair and
hand?
square, dude.
Yeah.
So listen, you guys have been hearing about this guy with the hilarious name of Harrison Butker, right?
Oh my God, that guy.
Harrison Butker is the kicker for the Chiefs, I believe, and he gave a commencement speech.
He took himself to a Catholic university.
University
Okay,
to get all
caveat
dolled up with his,
And
his,
he thought-
his beard and his coiffed hair. And he thought it would be a great opportunity for him to basically expound on, well, now you women, you're going to think
Yeah.
that this degree that you're getting today is going to be
Congratulations on your
the
degree.
highest
What
moment
you
in your
really
life.
need is your
But
MRS.
Really, what your
Woohoo!
biggest calling is having fucking humans. That's it. Marry a man and have humans.
And
is
he got
basically what he said.
emotional about it.
And
About
he's like,
how his
yeah,
wife
his wife
is a
is like,
great wife,
oh,
and
my-
he can only do what he does with his wife.
Like, and
Right.
honest to God, I can't believe that this human being living in this day and age, in an era with the internet everywhere, didn't know that he was going to become the butt of every
The
fucking
most
joke.
canceled
But
man
sure
alive.
indeed,
No,
surely indeed.
believe what you want. Okay, that's fine. But don't go to a commencement speech and think you're gonna say that shit and have women not call you out on that shit.
I'm gonna go you one better. Don't say what you think if that's what you think. Don't say it. Shut the fuck up forever. Keep shutting up and continue to shut up. Anyway, what else does Harrison Butker think women should do? What else does Harrison Butker? By the way, one of the sickest burns that I saw in this whole thing was, hey Harrison, you know when high school teams have girls on them, they play your position. How about that? How about that?
So, Carrie,
All right.
that is my exact question.
What's
I
that?
can't believe the college let him give that speech. He must have had to submit it beforehand.
Well, I
right?
don't know.
Like,
I mean, they obviously signed off on it because they believe it too. Don't you figure? I mean, it's a Catholic college.
why would they even let women get degrees if they think that?
I don't. Well, I don't know.
I think that about Brigham Young University too. Like, why even
What's
let
the
women
point of
get
even
degrees,
having
right?
women
Like,
be educated if that's really ultimately the position in society that you think they're fit to serve, ladies?
And
That's
says hand wash his feet.
The
yes,
dishes.
that's exactly right.
Yeah. Be a handmaid. Yeah. But very much Handmaid's Tale kind of shit. He thinks
Advice from the lowest paid man on the team.
Exactly. The guy who sits on the bench 95% of the game.
Who cares? Who cares what he has to say?
The women should do butt stuff to him, says Ray.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably, honestly, it probably is true. He probably enjoys a fine pegging.
Probably.
Advice from the lowest paid man on his team: hand wash his feet, churn that butter, construct a
What does
nuclear
that
power.
mean?
Meaning women need to be churning the butter.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
like
that
on the
was
prairie.
kind of a euphemism
I didn't
or
know if it
something.
was,
Okay,
but I'm going to
okay.
take you at face value, Ray. I think you mean like on the prairie, women are going to, yeah. So take it and just keep taking it.
Yeah,
Hold his
exactly
ball
right.
for kicking. Fluffer, he thinks that women should change his diapers, put the ball between two poles. Yeah, that's what he does.
That's his only
His
job.
only job.
He couldn't. He had all that time during every game. He couldn't have thought of something better.
Something's at the ring cam. Has Steve gone? Fashion Steve, hang on. I think Fashion Steve might have gone rogue.
Oh, it's just a bird ad.
Fashion Steve. Yeah, no, it's just a bird. Yeah, there you go. The bird. Here you go. It's a bird on our ring cam. There he is. Ha ha. All right.
There's also a squirrel that likes to eat the ring cam too.
So, dear Lauro, who had the funniest, and so
man.
many to choose from.
Jeez.
So many fine answers from you, fine people.
I'm gonna give it to Maleficent for take it and keep on taking it, and then shut up and make him a sandwich.
Exactly. Yeah, shut up and make him a turkey pot pie. So, y'all have been following, I imagine, the kerfluffle that happened in the House Oversight Committee, where apparently Large Marge was drunk. MTG was drunk, and she's like picking fights with people. Decorum. We are, I think, sub antebellum levels where like senators used to
Can
like
you go to work drunk now?
beat
as a
each other with
senator?
canes. There's nothing in the
I feel like
Constitution
if you went
about
to
it.
work drunk at McDonald's, you'd get fired.
So, well, unfortunately, the only people who can fire Large Marge are her voting constituency, who she's basically been gerrymandered into a district that agrees with her heartily. So anyway, as she insulted this incredible congresswoman named Jasmine Crockett. She is from Houston, Texas, and she has had some really memorable moments. If you haven't seen her in action on this oversight committee with a lot of the bullshit, because they were the ones who were, trying to determine if they should, bring a vote to impeach Joe Biden. It's like, no, they didn't have anything. But anyway, Jasmine Crockett is a national treasure. Anyway, MTG steps to Jasmine Crockett and says something stupid. It was some slur. And then Jasmine Crockett fires back that MTG is, and I quote, a bleach blonde, bad-built butch body. Now, I hope that was just off the top of her head, because it was fantastic. If so.
Did she spend time thinking about that one-liner?
She probably had, and it just like, here we go. But I thought that was,
That's rough.
Les mots juste for old MTG. Anyway, let's all insult MTG.
Last week it was Tom Brady.
This week
let's
we're going to insult MTG.
MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, in case you're
wondering, it's Marjorie Taylor Greene, the woman whose eyes
are very
way too close together,
in
has
the
a very
Senate.
pronounced brow, does CrossFit.
She's fine.
There's a video of her doing those
drunk at work.
pull-ups that they do, and just like is going to yank her arms out of their sockets.
It's fine. Being physically fit is great. But
Being physically fit is dandy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't like it.
The way she does it makes it seem like she's got an agenda just with the working out.
Does she flip those tires over? That seems just very like you're just about to get hurt.
I don't know.
Any time.
Margarine tastes gross, says Carrie. Yeah.
Margarine tastes gross.
MTG is proof that the Neanderthal did interbreed with the Homo sapien. That is fact. That is a fact.
That's a good point.
Like, I don't know. It's a good thing that she probably has. It's a good thing that she doesn't have to wear glasses, because if she did, I'm not entirely sure that they make them for the eyes that are that close together. She's like
tiny eyes.
They're very, very, very close together.
She
there we
has
go.
tiny little weaselly eyes.
This is for our next next reel. Our next. She does the Nazi goose step every morning before breakfast. That is true. A closest thing I've ever seen to on camera to a rabbit opossum. My 20 gun. The bitch needs to go to the puppy mill. Post her before and after anal bleach pics on Instagram. These are all fabulous, and my lunch is coming up a little bit. But that's a little.
MTG is so terrible. Even Harrison Butker said nope.
Nope. I love that. Oh my God.
Can't take that woman.
Midget Taint Glosser. Let's hey you guys, Goonies. That's funny. Let's see. MTG Token Troglodyte. Yes, she is. Congress needs one. She stepped up. Chuck E. Cheese is putting in animatronic MTG to scare the kids at closing time. That's good. That's very good. Baron thinks you're embarrassing. Boy, did you see him at his graduation? That kid is like taller than
he is 7 feet tall.
He's
right?
very, very tall. Dueling Banjos.
What's he doing with his life now?
I don't know, but I'm going to give it to Ray for MTG is so terrible. Even Harrison Butker said no.
How terrible is she?
Yes, I mean, I'm just anticipating. I'm anticipating hating Baron at some
point. Deliverance, right?
Exactly. He's 18 now.
He's just graduated.
He's just graduated.
Did Trump get the day off to go to his graduation ceremony?
Idea. I don't know. By the way, speaking of our man Trump, he has been in his trial continues, and he has had to sit and listen to one Michael Cohen. Mm-hmm. Michael Cohen detail basically how Trump told him cut these checks, Mike. You're my fixer. You're my boy.
Yeah.
And Mike is
squealing like a pig.
Yeah, I was going to say this is very much that scene in Goodfellas. This is the scene where Paul Sorvino is sitting there just staring daggers at the stand while Henry Hill, Ray Liotta is turning states on him. It's fabulous, and I love the fact that Trump has had to listen to all this shit. Now, I think the greatest thing that could possibly happen, and by the way,
it has to happen.
Trump
has to take the stand in his own defense, right?
I will say very quickly, all these legal experts are saying that this is a very, very strong case, and they anticipate that this is going to be a conviction. And people who watch such things are looking at the jury, and they're going because they're looking to see if there's any holdout, just sitting back going.
It's even more of a conviction if he tries to testify.
They apparently all, like when Michael Cohen said certain things on the witness stand, they all went. So anyway,
why is that trial not live streamed?
I
don't
know.
Watching it every day.
It's killing me. It's fucking. It'd be must-see TV. I would spend quality time watching this thing. Anyway, I think Trump won't be able to resist taking the stand. It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be fabulous. He's going to sink himself so hard.
Oh my God!
If and when he does. So, what will Trump say in his defense if he takes the stand? What will Trump say in his defense if he takes the stand? Let's write a little dialogue here, shall we? What will he say in his defense?
I don't know if you follow court cases.
The silence of the Cohen, says Christina.
I don't know if you follow court cases, but Alec Murdaugh, the
guy who killed his family,
guy who killed his family in South Carolina, he would his legal team was building an okay case, and then he was like he couldn't stand it. He had to get on the stand and testify on his own behalf, and then they were like, "You're so guilty. You're
megalomaniacal narcissist, gonna megalomaniacal narcissist."
He contradicted himself in his own testimony. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, you did it!"
I think he contradicted his own defense team.
Yeah,
right?
it was.
We worked so hard to get your guilty ass off. So anyway, they're saying that this is probably of its nature one of the worst cases that the New York Attorney General's office, District Attorney's office, has ever seen. And that they anticipate because of that, like the legal experts are also saying when he gets convicted, let's just say when, 6 months to a year behind bars. Oh my God!
Can he become president if he's in prison?
Who knows? The Constitution doesn't say anything about it. All they say is you can't.
Also, does someone need to file a form for Steve Bannon to go to prison? Can I file that form?
Can we do that?
Did the form not get filed?
Steve Bannon.
What is he doing out in the street?
Walking cirrhosis. Steve Bannon deserves to be in jail, y'all.
He's going to prison. They overturned his appeal.
The contempt of Congress.
They denied his appeal.
Yeah. So he was pardoned for his other bullshit by Trump, but they can't pardon his way out of this. So, Kofefe, says Brendan, you can't handle the truth. I'm having a friend for dinner. Oh, honestly, why am I spacing on Hannibal Lecter? Fine American. Fine American. He's always having friends for dinner, says Trump. This is insane. This guy is winning in the polls. I thought I was sleeping with Ivanka. Well, that's what he said. He said that she reminded him of Ivanka.
Brendan said Bannon is a sentient virus colony.
That's very funny.
That is what he is.
My lawyer told me not to take the stand. My lawyer told me not to take the stand, but I know better. I guess I did weather the storm, and the storm won. It was a dark and stormy night. This is funny. Okay, I see. Birdie, boo-boo. My fly was down, so obviously it was entrapment. That's funny, David. I like that. I always wear silk pajamas. The hamburgers made me do it. Apple Cohen fake TV hamburger. She tripped and fell on my penis. This is a pussy-grabbing witch hunt. It wasn't good for her and doesn't count. She was the one who suggested missionary. He'll either plead the fifth or use it as a way to promote Truth Social.
It's so true. It's so true.
Thank God Jeffrey died. And
oh, boy.
That's funny. I can't go to prison because my hands are too small for the fingerprints. She had her eyes closed, so did she know it was even me? I can't help stop saying insane shit that I want to say all the time. Exactly. When you were president, they're like, stick the stand. Oh my God, how are you going to choose?
I don't know. This is very, very
Holy God. Those were insanely great answers. Yeah, when you're president, they're like, stick the stand.
You know what? Christina made me laugh 3 times.
Yeah.
Especially with when you are president, they let you take the stand.
Oh my God.
Oh God, you guys! What if
round.
he takes the stand?
Oh, I want it.
It's gonna
I want
just
it
be a
so
book
bad. Oh,
of
please,
insanity.
please,
Nonsense insanity.
Oh, please. All right. So one more time. Let's hear from our man here real quick. Fashion Steve. So we've got him in a trailer right now. We're thinking about a lot of things we can do with old Fashion Steve there, but other uses for Fashion Steve. Right. What are some other things that a legless, one-armed mannequin from the 1970s,
a single torso
covered in duct tape, can do?
Show what he looks like when you look out the door. Here, I'm gonna find it. Where's your mouse?
Hang on, I have to pin it.
Pin it.
I got to pin it, or Fuzz is gonna call me and take me to task. All right, so I need to
go to the group here. That one right there.
Oh, it's here. There
in the group text.
I'm getting.
That's with.
Hang
on. Oh, right there. The one below it.
Yep.
Right. So then go up.
All
Is
right.
that one right there? So every time we look outside, here's what we see.
All right, let's see if we can. Can I share the screen? Oh, technology.
Oh boy, here we go.
Let's see. Can I do this?
This show used to be on a phone.
It did. It totally used to be on a phone, and now here we are.
Fashion Steve. Here's our view from the front window.
Yeah, there he is. But I don't know why it's twice, but yeah, there's old Fashion Steve.
He's just looking at us.
Yeah, exactly.
From the driveway.
Oh, you people. Fashion
Oh my
Steve.
God. And yesterday the UPS guy showed up. Didn't even ask about it.
Didn't even ask about Fashion Steve. They
Doesn't
must be
care.
used to our shenanigans.
Didn't even ask about
we
it.
used to have a 12-foot skeleton out front.
I mean, he's seen everything, I guess.
He's used to our shit.
He's like, whatever.
He's Trump's VP. Oh my God. Fashion Steve for VP. I love that. Barbie's dream victim. Trump's double witness double. 70s.
Shop drop him off at Bounty's House of Meat.
Oh, that's fucking great. That's great.
You don't know, Ange. I might leave him at your house.
Might do.
I drive down there, leave him, and then drive away.
Yeah. You could be getting a guest, a house guest,
right.
coming your way. 70s amputee mannequin porn star Steve, cameraman, kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs.
There's an opening.
Oh, David Salter, I love that.
He's so fired.
Oh my God, security guard at Trump Tower, the lost member of YMCA, blow up doll template. Tesla crash dummy, 12-foot skeletons, bitch. True story, human scarecrow, the high desert for other human scarecrows. That's good. Shop drop on Babani's house. Yeah, you're +1 for a wedding if you don't have a date. Carpool lane, special witness. Well, this one definitely has to go to David Salter for kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Nicely done, dude. Nicely done. Points!
Is he going to get fired, do you think?
No, I don't think so. No, listen, the NFL is a highly. He's just saying what most of the NFL thinks, so I don't think he's going to get fired. So, by the way,
you shouldn't be saying what everyone else thinks.
Man, exactly. So there's a new COVID variant. It hasn't been named yet. I thought we could do this here on the show.
It's called the one that's been named is called something really boring, like MI2 or something. I don't know. Like the scientists are like, you know what? We're bored. We can't come anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, but it's like they've gotten to the point of naming stars like X719.
What was the one we were really afraid of? It was called like Megatron or something, right?
Something, yeah. So Megatron, Omicron.
Omicron, that's right,
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, let's name the next COVID variant. Name the next COVID variant.
I forgot to tell you this. The other day, this random woman came up to me and started talking to me at Costco.
Yeah.
And in the course of one conversation, she recommended a gynecologist.
To you,
Yes.
solicited or not?
I
can't imagine you're soliciting recommendations for gynos at the Walmart.
no, at the Costco. She came
Costco.
up to me. I yawned and she goes, "Oh, you need some coffee." And I go, "I can't drink coffee. I'm too old for that. It ruins my hormones." And
Yeah.
she goes, "Oh, you should go to my doctor. It's this and such and such." And I go, "Okay, whatever." So I'm trying to like get into the line.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Also, that doctor doesn't push vaccinations. I don't believe in those." And I'm like, "I gotta go!"
Away, moving
What are
away
you
from
doing?
you, moving away from you.
Why do
moving
weird
away from
people
you,
talk to me?
moving away from you. I don't fucking know. It's just like sometimes you're just you have a shirt on or some look on your face that says, "Hey, fucking weirdos, talk to me."
Do weird people talk to you?
No.
Do weird people talk to you guys? Why do weird people talk to me?
Weird people. I don't know why. Like, sure, I've known. I have one friend who,
Who weird people talk to?
Yes, Jack. People just
Weird people talk to me
he's
all the time.
Always been a magnet for weirdos, and they will just come
all
up
the
and
time.
talk to him, and he's
they
too
will
polite.
tell me their entire life story, and I'm like, okay, thanks.
Well,
I
you at least have, I think, enough chutzpah to tell him to just, okay, thanks, goodbye. Jack is, because Jack, and those of you who know Jack, he's the politest person who's not Japanese that I think I've ever met in my life. He's a very polite person.
Christina, weird people talk to her. I see that.
Christina,
Yeah.
yes,
I can see that.
Yeah. Smallpox, Scott, that's funny. Murder Hornet, Steve, Spotted Dick, I'll name it absolute bullshit. Ancestry, OMFG, Fashion COVID.
Fashion COVID.
Oh my God, Trump, MTG, Ivermectron, Ivermecticron. Okay, that's good. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Mushroom Head.
We have some ivermectin in a time capsule.
We do. In fact, I think I might have in the drawer here.
It's apple flavored.
Yeah. Eric says VD. So maybe, do you mean either VD or you took the I out of COVID? Oh, let's all take the I out of COVID.
Oh gosh. For the next clue, we have to talk about VD.
Why?
No, the herpes thing.
Oh, well, yes,
Yeah.
I've got it.
Mhm.
I've got
Yeah,
it. So Ange says, Kraft's Super Bowl ring gift to Putin. You guys hear about this story? It's a great story. Did we tell this story? We haven't told this story.
No, we should though.
Yeah.
That was the best story of
It's
the
a
week
fucking
for me.
great story. Jehovah's Witness. Let's see. Let's name it Fashion Steve. June Tailored Answers. I'm 50. Butker Kron. Oh my God. Bleeding for the anus. Let's see. Eric's text messages. Let's name it Big Pharma. It's not them, it's you. Death Thingy. Stormy Daniels Super Spreader. Fake news. You once get it. Once you get it,
you're good for 6 months.
For 6 months.
That's
Bunker
what they
survivalist
said,
To
but
Russia
then,
with
you
love.
know.
Coughing on the plane. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is it with people?
I was when I was flying to Japan, I was across the aisle from this guy, and we were both wearing masks, but like he had the wet, rumbly, just up from the, his diaphragm.
Was that
cough,
even a
and I'm
good
like,
idea before the COVID?
And I was just sitting there, and at a certain point, I was
You're like,
putting my
I can't.
blanket over my head. I
can't.
aimed my fan toward him because I'm like, Jesus H, dude, you're gonna try and kill the entire plane. The Fauci thing, carpet inhalations. That's funny. This is
Name
you.
it carpet inhalation.
Damn, you're getting the hard ones.
I know.
These are really, really great.
Can you scroll? I can't scroll back on mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Ray for Death Thingy.
That was perfect. I
Thingy.
love that. I love that. Nicely done, right? So anyway, Laura got an
Okay, so
email.
hold on. I need to tell you guys
tell-
something.
yeah.
Okay. I got this email, and the email was from.
I'll be right back.
Okay. First, we need to talk. Okay.
Disclaimer.
Okay, I want to give you a full disclaimer. I don't have herpes. Okay, I just want to let you know. Some people have it and some people don't, and I just don't have it. I've never had it. I don't have it. So let's just be honest. right there with this news.
Everybody's. I can. Hang on. Let's
Everyone's
just pause,
like, why
let's
are
pause
you
for a
telling
second.
us this?
By the way, pants. Let's pause for a second. Everybody is like going, what? Why? Why? What is happening here?
What is this
Did
story?
we miss a news
Where
story?
is
Did
this
we
going?
miss something in the news
Okay.
about herpes?
Right.
Settle in, kids.
I just want to let you know that this week.
I wish I could see everybody's faces right
I know.
now.
Like, where is this going? Okay, this week I got a spam email from an organization called Herpes Free.
Herpes
And I'm
free,
like,
ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, spammer. I already don't have herpes.
You gotta read
I
it
don't
verbatim.
need this email.
You have to read it
okay,
verbatim. It's not
here's
long.
the email.
It's not long.
This is something you don't see every day. This mad doctor infected 1,000 women with oral and genital herpes and then used a strange practice to cure every single one of them. And I'm like, I don't have that. I don't want this
But
email.
I'm like, go on.
Although there is much controversy surrounding how these women gave their permission to be infected with the virus,
I would
the
imagine
doctor claims it
controversy.
was legal.
The controversy, yeah.
Apparently, members of the Democratic Party tensions rose when the guy was taken to court as a small number of people, apparently members of the Democratic Party, assaulted the man. What?
Somehow
How do
they
we go
worked
from
at-
herpes to Democrat?
They're working the Democrats into this, y'all.
I want to be
It's
taken
always a
off this
conspiracy.
list.
Yeah.
Again, I don't have that.
So then scroll down to the bottom, and what do you get?
Okay,
An
and then-
ad for gold bars.
And then it goes on and on about something else. And then, do you want to buy some gold
Gold
bars?
is so you
And I'm
see
like,
exactly where this is, of course. Yeah, it's connected to Pizzagate, exactly.
What? I
Ping
know.
Pong Cosmic
Take
Pizza
me off every
is where,
part of
where
that
they
list.
infected all of the women against their will, but then he cured them. But anyway, so obviously the Democrats are behind this. They were behind this guy giving people herpes and then trying to cure them, and then was tackled by Democrats because they don't want you to know the real truth.
About herpes.
You know what else is a Democratic conspiracy? Blank. You know what else is a Democratic conspiracy? Blank.
And now you know a fun fact about me.
Me too, by the way.
About both of us, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd kind of figure, given the fact that I'm the one who's, having the relations.
Oh my God, Suzanne Arnett just got home. Thought I'd jump in. Hi everyone. That's right when I was yelling.
on time.
I don't have herpes.
Right on time.
I don't have it.
Oh my God, right on time, my friend. You know what else is a Democratic conspiracy? Let's see. Christina says, let me text my cousins to get a list. Oh, I'm so sorry. Web of Illuminati always leads to gold bars. It does every fucking time. Like the old Glenn Beck show.
How did we get from herpes to Democrats to gold bars? I need to know.
You just don't, man, maybe I'm not
There's a
paranoid.
yarn
Maybe I just know
wall.
what's going on, man. I took the red pill, right?
I don't
Me and
understand.
Elon
I don't
and
understand.
RFK Jr.
But I do it. I guess a certain percentage of the adult population has had or has now have.
I think you have. I don't think
herpes.
there isn't a past tense with herpes. It's forever.
Oh, it's like in remission. I don't know. Whatever. You have it or you don't have it. I don't have it.
Yeah.
So it was weird to get an email from the herpes-free zone. I don't want that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lori doesn't have herpes.
I don't have it.
Ladies and
Okay, I
gentlemen.
don't have it.
Yeah.
You have it or you don't have it. No judgment.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I don't happen to have it. Whatever.
Hang on.
Are you going to write that in all caps? Or does not have herpes?
Well,
Again, someone's on the internet like, what's Lori Colwell up to?
Here we go. Yeah.
Fashion Steve is Biden's son.
Fashion Steve. Okay, hey, let's scroll this, shall we? Scroll. Yeah.
Fashion Steve is the love
technology.
child of Hillary and Nick Cannon.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Pond dye. Let's see. Helping their own voters. That is a conspiracy. Wood chippers. The stranger. Yeah, that's sure. Fashion
Oh my God,
Steve.
did you put that over the pinned clue?
Oh yes, I think I did.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's mayhem. It's mayhem up in here. Hang on.
Pin it!
Trigger. I hadn't used that one in a while. Science is a conspiracy. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
Christopher Columbus was really a domestic explorer found only in the state of Ohio. 811 before you dig.
Is a conspiracy.
Eric is putting up a
Jesus.
fence on our property. Fast and Furious Part
The
10,
amount of
10, Part
paperwork
2.
that 811 call
Oh my
generated.
God.
Good Lord God.
Jesus
A
God.
man was in the driveway for 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Did he have herpes? I don't know. I don't. It's not my business.
I'm giving this to Maleficent because she came closest to the answer that I was going for, which is voting. She says, helping their own
Voting.
voters. So yeah. All
I mean,
right. What round are we on?
The
right now?
herpes round.
Oh, we're on the herpes round. Listen, we how did we get?
It's round 8.
Thank you very much. How did we get on the subject of support animals? I know because Laura was at the store the other day, and they have these two at the front. What store was it where you were?
Oh, I saw this. I wasn't.
Or you
I
weren't
saw,
at the store.
I
You
saw it
actually just saw
online.
this
I saw
online.
this
Okay.
pilot. There was this like someone's doing a. So you want to take your dog to the store, but you can't take your dog
Can't
in the
dog-
store.
Store, right?
A grocery store was testing out this pilot program where they have these crates where you can just lock your dog at the front of the store.
What could
right?
go wrong?
Okay, so do you guys have a dog that you could lock in a crate at the front of the grocery
We
store?
certainly don't.
Because we have a hyena
She's
who would
valuable.
who would basically go mental and melt down and like blast the entire store with
to
her
the point
screams.
we can't leave her at the vet anymore because we tried it, and then they call us. They're like, "Are you going to pick up
Can
your
you
dog?"
come
And we
back
hear her in the
right
background
now?
screeching, and then we go, "Yeah, we'll be there soon." And
Do you
then
have a dog you can
on our-
lock in a crate?
on our way, they call us back and they're like, when are you coming to pick up your dog? Soon? Are you coming to pick up your dog soon? So anyway, we don't own that dog. But anyway, the reason why
I had
you
a
would
photo
need that,
of the crates at the anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, you would need that because you don't have
you
a
don't
dog
have a
that you can take
service
in the
animal,
store.
right? And it would have to be a service animal. Now, the whole definition of a service animal has been stretched, as we know.
Right.
You see people like iguanas and shit like that. It's perfectly legal. I have a blank as a support animal. It's perfectly legal. I have a blank as a support animal here on the seat in front of me.
People always try to take their like emotional support chicken on the plane,
Right,
and you're
right.
like,
No,
you?
let's not.
Are you okay? Like
Right.
that chicken is not
We're
supporting.
not the Jode family up in here. Can you just
Emotional support llama. Emotional support
Yeah.
ferret.
Christina says there are service animals, and support animals.
Support animals.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and those two are very, very different. There apparently was a fella.
She has Swanson as her support animal.
Yes, you do. Both of you have your support
Emotional
chickens.
support chicken.
Apparently, there was a fellow who went to a restaurant in Seattle, where I was reading about this the other day, who is legally blind. He has like pinpoint vision. He can just barely see.
He's on
anything.
TikTok. He's actually really famous. He's
Right. Oh, okay.
He's a gay kid. He's
Yep.
really cool.
Yep.
He went into a restaurant and they were like, "You can't come in here with that dog." And he's like, "I'm blind." And they said, "You don't look blind." And he goes, "I'm blind.
I don't know
what
how
to
am I
tell you."
supposed to demonstrate to you? What
Like-
am I supposed to
and
kind of do? Stevie Wonder
Sadly,
impression?
the
Would that work
person
for you?
that was giving him a hard time was like, "You're looking me in the eye. That means you're not blind," because his eyes looked normal, and he
right.
was like, "You're gonna get in so much trouble."
Yeah. Now, to this guy's credit, and this is Seattle, the place where famously that kind of stuff just never happens. But anyway, the people were going, "Tell us the name of the restaurant."
We will
Well,
ruin.
literally, just they would have descended upon this restaurant en masse, but the guy was cool and didn't, because apparently they apologized, and the person who was responsible for it apologized. Anyway.
But the reason that guy did that was because he had had a bad experience. The waiter guy was like, somebody just tried to bring their emotional support dog in here, and he had a spaz and like wrecked the whole restaurant.
Yeah, well, err on the side of caution, dude.
I know. I said
think
have the spaz. I'm canceled now.
Yeah, exactly. We're all canceled. Oh, but have you seen us? Have you met us here on the Only Show? Fuzz has a support Republican. He has a support animal Republican. Do they have to wear that little orange harness? I hope. An electric eel, pet rock.
Brendan has an emotional support tapeworm from Bonnie's Beef.
Scott has an emotional support Xanax. Don't we all?
Oh yeah.
Wet cough.
Oh,
A
boy.
pug dressed up like a taco. Trafficked human being. Pink boa from Top Pot Donuts. Legion Myers says support Scorpion because
Oh,
it
hi,
kills people, and I
Legion.
support that. Hello, Legion. So cool to have you here.
How you doing?
Mystery fish, herpes cell. My wife, wife that stays home, cooks, and bears my children.
That's exactly
you and
right.
Harrison Butker.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Overly
right.
Blue Pond. My voodoo doll of Steve Bannon. It's working. Don't doubt. Dominatrix. Tapeworm from Bonnie's Beef. Imaginary friend taking up a seat. Rattlesnake. Don't bother me. Phone that does receive texts. Says Eric. That's funny.
Get one.
Let's see. Hi, Legion. So is this me or you?
This is me.
This is you. Who, in
I'm
your estimation,
just,
had the funniest response? There were many to choose from.
Legion, this is what we do on Saturday
This is
night.
our Saturday night
This
thing.
is
Welcome,
our
Legion.
thing.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
This is our thing.
I'm gonna give it to Ange for emotional support pondfish.
I like it. Very nice.
Pondfish.
All right. Let's see. I've been really taking care of my health lately. I take plenty of vitamins, and by vitamins I mean blank. I take plenty of vitamins, and by vitamins I mean blank. It's not substantially echoey or echoey or more echoey. It's not bad. So I don't know. I was thinking that when I ripped the carpet out in here, that it would be. Listen.
You know what it is substantially less?
What's that?
Moldy and smelling like
yes,
death.
in fact, to the point
know.
where I didn't think we were going to be able to do this show in here.
I was like, if you don't take that carpet out, I'm not coming in that studio.
Doing the fucking
there is
show.
no way.
And oh, geez, Ange. Wow, Ange is going right for it. Ange says, I take plenty of vitamins, and by vitamins, I mean a cock in the ass. Wow.
No.
All right.
The herpes cure that the doctor is trying to give to Laura. Listen, I don't have herpes.
Gummies.
Okay, just to clarify.
Hang on.
I don't have it.
Hang on. There we go. Yeah.
I don't have it. If you have it, that's fine. I don't happen to have it.
The sound of sniffling.
So I was
up my
surprised
nose.
to get a spam email that implied
How'd
that
you
I
get
had
on
it.
that list?
I don't know.
Is really the
How'd I get on
question.
that list?
Yeah.
I suppose that a certain percentage of Americans have it.
Let's see, for hymns, I take plenty of for hymns. I've been trying it. It's not really bringing the hair back, but then again, I've been bald for like a billion years. Let's see, mushrooms, vitamin R, hello. Tito's, old prescriptions, that herpes cure. Sound of sniffling up my nose. Taco-laced doobies, or doobie-laced tacos. Could be. Let's see.
I mean, the sound of sniffing up my nose. Brendan says I can live a perfectly normal life. Look, I don't have it, okay? I never had it. I don't have it.
Money.
me off that
Please
email
send
list.
Lots of money. Stay away from herpes, Lori, says Eric.
I don't have it.
Let's see.
I don't know why I got that email.
It's
bothering me.
Is this me? I don't know. I'm Passion Steve. Dumps. So let's give it. It's good. I have taken plenty of vitamins, and by vitamins I mean dumps. Says Legion. Let's give it to Legion
All
for
right.
dumps. That's funny. Okay.
Legion, you might win something tonight.
What are we playing for tonight? We haven't even discussed.
I haven't even decided.
All right. Well, you're playing for something, Legion.
Brendan says we accept you as you are. Listen, I don't need your acceptance. I don't have it. I never had it. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Herpes.
No, I'm not sorry.
Of all the fictional characters I think I relate to most, I think it's Blank. I think Blank is the fictional character I relate to most.
I think Blank
Is the fictional character I relate to most. Joey Tribbiani was the Valtrex poster. That's
was.
right.
He
I'd
also
forgotten
didn't
about
have
that.
it.
He also did not have it. Yeah, that was his chain smoking agent. Got him that role. Flowers from Laura's garden.
So
That's
you
funny, Edge.
you could have flowers from Laura's garden, but not until next month.
Okay,
'Cause
yes.
That's when the flowers start
And
to
by
come.
the way,
I guess I
Things are-
could send you some rhododendrons. That's not really the flower you make a bouquet out of.
they're
though.
lovely
it's like
to look at.
A
but,
huge
yeah.
tree of whatever.
But we got Laura, by the way, when the day that we found the wood chipper, and by the way, the wood chipper is just a gift that keeps on giving. We found flowers that I think were made with Lori Caldwell in mind.
Oh my God, they're the gothiest flowers.
They're hydrangeas, but the leaves are black and the flowers are blood red.
Blood red.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. They are, honestly, somebody said, I want to design a flower for one Lori Caldwell. They're the gothiest little hydrangeas. They're fabulous. So, the garden's really shaping up this year.
Scott says he thinks Herpes Laura is the fictional character. Oh
Oh my God.
I don't have it.
Pooh
Okay.
Bear. Maleficent says herself. She's the fictional character. God, says Ange. That's a fabulous answer, Ange.
Now, is Cousin It just the hand?
I thought Cousin It was the hair. Isn't Cousin It the big blob of hair?
Which one's Cousin It? Is that that's the one with the hair.
I think so. Isn't it?
What's the hand called?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really watch those shows. Let's see. Santa's Little Helper. Let's see. Herpes Laura. Dr. Doom. Morticia. Cookie Monster. Gollum. Harrison Butler's
hair.
wife.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a good answer. Salad Man. Cousin It.
Oh, it's Thing? Okay.
Okay. So one is Thing and the other's It. All right. Yeah, because the Munsters were a complete ripoff of the Addams Family. It's like, hey, these kids are really liking this show about the fictional monster family. Why don't we get in on the action? Fred, let's get Fred Gwynn. Let's see. Fred Gwynn, of course, who did the. Wait. Am I? Hang on. No. Wait a second. I'm mixing up my Frankensteins. I was going to say he was the one who narrated The Grinch Stole Christmas, but of course that was
the guy from Thurgood Marshall from. I don't know,
I want to say Bela Lugosi, but it's not Bela Lugosi. Boris Karloff. It's Boris Karloff. Let's see. Scrooge is the character I relate to most. Hair. It, Thing, the one we presented in interviews. Newman. Newman. Just Stormtrooper number 378. COVID. The Thing was hand and it was the hairy one. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bobby Boucher. Dr. Strangelove. These are fabulous. Dear Laura, did you pick one?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Scott for herpes Laura.
That's very funny. Nicely done, Scotty.
Because, fictional.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I just sent a text. I didn't mean to send it to this person. It was really a terrible thing to say, and I accidentally said it. I'm so embarrassed. I accidentally just texted blank to blank. We've all had this moment. And now you can actually unsend a text. I don't know why that technology took so long. I'm so embarrassed. I just accidentally texted blank to blank. And by the way, in the Facebook Messenger, right? There's a function where you can unsend a message, but it says, and if you're in a big group, it's like, Stefan unsent a message. You're like, what did Stefan say that he reconsidered?
There's always intrigue behind that, right?
Exactly.
Oh, was it just terribly misspelled? I don't think so.
Stefan said something he knew he was going to regret, and so he pulled back from the brink. Oh my fucking God.
Leeson just sent herpes to his dead mom.
Oh, jeez. It is, it's almost 9 o'clock. Where are we at here?
We're on round 11.
Round 11. All right.
A herpes exposure notice to Laura.
I texted Jan to adopt me. My mom, she was in Victoria today with some friends having high tea at the Empress Hotel.
I mean,
so I don't know
not?
if she's back yet. Let's see. Trump to testify. Nuclear launch codes to Putin. Oh, we didn't tell the Putin. Super Bowl ring story.
Right. So remember last week when we were talking about
Tom Brady's
Brady and how Tom Brady leaned over to Jeff Ross and said, "Don't say that shit again."
About Robert
because
Kraft,
he made a joke about Robert Kraft, the
Patriots,
owner of the Patriots. Right. So Ange told me this week that Robert Kraft is noteworthy also as being the guy who Putin stole his Super Bowl
Basically,
ring.
he went to the Kremlin with his Super Bowl ring, and Putin is like, may I see?
Let me try on that ring.
And Putin takes it, and he leaves the fucking room.
He left the room.
And the KGB is like, no. And it's like, is Putin's ring now? And I'm like, oh, couldn't have happened to a nicer asshole.
What did you think was going to happen?
What did you think was going to happen, Robert Kraft? You dumbass.
What do you think? What do you think was going to happen?
Let's see, a herpes exposure notice to Lauro. Lauro herpes results website. These are great. MTG to be my lesbian lover. You up to my shrink, says Fuzz. That's good. You up to Bonnie in a DM before 4 p.m. Fashion Steve to be my online therapist. Harrison.
Do not message without being invited to, please.
Please. Harrison Butker's micro penis pick to MTG. Anything to anyone. Says Eric. He accidentally texted nothing to anybody. Let's see. Message that the only show. Message the only show. The police came the police to come strip for me. Job listing to
Harrison Butker's wife.
I think is this you?
This is me. You.
We had a couple of funny ones from Ray, so let's go ahead and give it to Ray. Nicely done. Yada yada yada. Let's see. Blank is the best piece of advice I've ever received. Blank is the best piece of advice I've ever received. I think we scared Suzanne away. She showed up, she's like, hi, and goodbye.
That happens every time she arrives. She's like, hi, everyone.
Herpes.
Bye, everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. She hears about the herpes, and she's out of here. I don't blame her. Let's see, I accidentally texted Eric to build a fence, says Scott. He'll come to where you are. He won't.
He won't.
He won't, but we like to say he will.
He won't.
Yeah. Let's see. Fuck off is the best piece of advice I've ever received, says Legion. That's good. Sure. Just shut up. Says Eric. Wow. I'm sensing a trend here. Don't lick that carpet. Do not lick the carpet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I've cut the carpet. I've cut it out of here.
I cut part of it.
You did. Yeah. So
we were wearing masks and gloves, and carpet's disgusting. It has a layer of sediment dust underneath it.
If you guys like carpet, your mileage may vary. We find carpet to be disgusting. I don't know why I do know why I've had it in here for as long as I have. Well, for one thing, it was recently put in when we moved in, but that was over 10 years ago, or right around 10 years ago. But then it's like when we pulled up the carpet, there's the padding underneath, and it's just all dirt. It's just a huge layer of just
gross.
Brown fucking. I'm like, I'm breathing that. It's not good. It's not good. Let's see. Let me sleep is the best piece of advice I ever received. But your wife says, let you sleep, Eric. Do you listen? No.
No.
Watch your eyes, says Christina Gross.
No, he's Mr. Hugs.
Do not skip on the butter when making Kraft macaroni and cheese, or you can use the pasta water. It actually makes a very creamy substitute.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Yeah. It's sort of
if you don't have milk and butter, you can just use
that's
the pasta
the reason
water.
to do it. Yeah, just use some pasta water. There's lots of starch in it. Measure twice and call a handyman once. That's
and
good.
it cuts down on the calories.
And it cuts down on the calories. But I mean, if you're eating mac and cheese, you don't really give a shit about that.
What do you care?
Do as I say, not as I do. Don't shave before going into in the Dead Sea. Right, because it's all salt, and you're like, ow, oh God. Yeah. Also, I'm told don't have hemorrhoids either before going in the Dead Sea.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because it really stings, is what I'm told.
Oh, that was so random, and so
a friend of mine did that because the thing with the Dead Sea is it has such a high salt concentration that this is in Israel. You get in the Dead Sea and you just float. Like, you don't even have to.
Wouldn't it shrink them? I don't want to know. I don't. No.
For a good time.
I didn't say that.
No.
Forget
listen, we've definitely learned more about each other here tonight.
No.
For a good time, call 867-5309. Don't mention the rash in church, says Legion. Believe them when they show you who they are. Yes, that is true. Let's see. You better look out for number one,
get
but
tested
also
for herpes.
That's good. I better look out for number one, but also not to step at number two. Listen to the music. Whoa, ho, ho. Said the Doobie Brothers, of course. Don't watch Unfrosted.
What is that?
That's the Jerry Seinfeld thing on TikTok or on come on, brain. Netflix. It's the Jerry Seinfeld thing about Pop-Tarts on Netflix, and it looks really stupid. So Ange says, yeah, don't do it.
So he made a whole show about Pop-Tarts. Okay.
Yeah, I don't just go do something else, Jerry Seinfeld. Just polish your cars. Vote. Fuck it. Bite your tongue. Wrong hole. Get tested for herpes. Invest in Google. Never admit, never quit. Cologuard. Don't vote for people who say they will be a dictator on day one. How about that? How about we don't do that? Herpes should get tested for me, says Legion. 811 before you dig. Admit nothing, deny everything. When accused, make counter accusations. This is you.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to have to go with Fuzz for don't vote for people who say they will be a dictator on day one.
Thank you. That is the right answer.
The first day.
Exactly.
The first day.
Oh, my God. I'm on a new workout routine, y'all. It consists of blank. I'm on a new workout routine. Round number 13. I'm on a new workout routine. It consists of blank. Click it or ticket, says Eric. That is, honestly, whoever came up with that little slogan for making people put on their seat belts. You see this every once in a while on those monitors over the freeway. It's just click it or ticket. I think to myself, I like to kind of make light of it and make fun of it, but it's actually
the best.
It's really fucking great. It rhymes.
And every time we see like a new advertisement, we're like, that's good, but it's no click it or ticket.
Right. That is the benchmark against which we judge other PSAs. Right.
Yeah,
it's got to be that clever. Why bother? That's what we say. I'm on a new workout routine. It consists of being out of work. Oh, Legion, no.
Ozempic and HGH.
Yeah, these are great. I like this.
Drive Hammered, Get Nailed is really good, but it's no click it or ticket.
Drive Hammered, Get Nailed. That is pretty good. I like that. Has anybody tried HGH, by the way, for anything? I'm curious
Isn't that
about
the
it.
Pregnancy hormone?
I think that's a human growth hormone.
Oh, okay.
Right, and it's supposed to be good for longevity, and also I work out really hard, and like in my 20s, if I worked out as hard as in my 20s as I work out right now, I would be shredded. I think it's just, when you get to a certain age, there's just a little less testosterone coursing through your veins. But so I've been curious about HGH. Slide into my DMs is what I'm saying to you. Going back.
But you don't have herpes.
But I don't have, ladies and gentlemen, Stefan doesn't have herpes either. Well, honestly, if you did, I would.
Because if I had it, he would have.
Exactly.
Get it? I was, whatever.
Going back to school, not the gym. Going back to school, not the gym. Okay, Drive Hammer, Get Nailed. Kegels on the dance floor. Not caring. Carrying my baggage to therapy. That's good. I like that.
It consists of perimenopause. Everyone will die.
punching sides of beef in a locker. Getting strong now.
Getting
Punching
strong
meat now. Drinking eggs now. Bulimia, not caring. Ruffles crunches. That's funny. I like that. That's very funny, Fuzz. Filters. Voting twice. Who gets hurt? Yeah. I used to grow a third testicle. What was that for your HGH, Brendan?
Oh, okay.
Perimenopause. Scott says Scott is trying. You're trying HGH?
Oh, okay.
I will slide into your DMs, dude. New pond in the backyard. Actually showing up at the gym, getting ready to storm the Capitol in 2025. Oh my goodness. These are fabulous, fabulous answers. My mom says, I just got a text from my mom. She's on her way home.
Oh,
yes.
good.
Let's see. I'm going to go with, I'm going with Christina for Kegels on the dance floor. Largely because it sounds like a hot new dance craze.
Like
right?
no parking, baby.
A TikTok. Yeah, like no parking, baby.
No parking your kegels on the dance floor.
Exactly.
No parking, baby.
So round number 14?
Yes,
Round number 14.
yes.
This is Laura's round to judge. I like to give back to my community by blank. I like to give back to my community by blank. Legion, by the way, you're crushing it. For just showing up and playing this ridiculous game we play on Saturday nights.
Clearly, the answer is distributing expired meat.
Exactly.
Clearly.
Yeah, that's obviously that's how we do it. That's how Bonnie does it. But yes, Legion, we are very happy to have you. It is as if you've always been here. You just slid right into the place. Sort of like Brendan. Oh my God, Brendan. Well, like where have you been? Well, you've been watching.
And
with
you know
Christina.
what's funny
What have
is
you been
that Legion is Kathy's friend, and Kathy
Yeah.
is absent this week
Kathy
because
is
she's
absent.
traveling.
doing? Right.
But she usually kills it. She's
She
the
usually
funniest.
comes in and yeah.
She's the greatest of all time.
Slays is what she does. Eric likes to give back to his community by not responding to text. That's
Yeah.
how he does it.
By using my turn signal. That's a slight dig at me from
Yeah.
Eric Atwood because I don't
Doesn't
use
use
my
your
turn
turn
signal.
signal.
I try to, but I don't.
You try. What does that mean?
I try to remember.
You try to remember. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Offering to give everyone herpes. Not stopping at stop signs. Making some really special milkshakes. Did they bring all the boys to the yard? I hope they do. Offering free anal gland expressions. Oh, Ange. Wow. That's like that woman who was the professional cuddler. That it seems just as
Gross.
as unlikely.
It's gross. It's not a job.
It says sewing my sassy pants and rockin' hood.
Starting a petition to make Fashion Steve a real boy.
Nice, that's good. Hang on. Fashion Steve. Not getting old. It's just not getting old.
Legion's like, what is this show? This is like a cable access kind of a thing.
We determined we're a cable access show. Mowing my lawn at 6 a.m., says Brendan. Oh my God. You are the hated man in your neighborhood. I'm sure your next door app is lighting up.
It's just lighting up over there.
Deducting my stormy payoff on my tax returns.
Oh my God, you
That's-
should play them the next door song you wrote.
well,
funny.
I got to finish the video for it. I'll play it for you all next
Okay.
week. Ostracizing it, leaving, holding Republican Party super spreader events. Yay, that's how we do it.
Oh, remember that? That was a good one.
Offering to invest their money in Bitcoin for them for a price. Exactly. Holy
That
shit.
chart was the best. The overhead photo of that. And this
Amazing.
guy got it, and this guy got it, and this guy got it.
I love
So
it.
good.
That's so awesome. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to I like to give back to my community by blank.
Oh,
Putting lawn hookers on my neighbors' lawns. Advising the kids about how it was in my day. Posting snark on Nextdoor. It is a community service. It really
this
is.
is a hard one. It's very. This is a difficult round.
What do you think?
Scroll back up.
Oh, let's do.
I'm gonna go with la 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 la. Oh, starting a petition to make Fashion Steve a real boy.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
Okay,
it.
good.
That's
Because
what's up.
Fashion Steve. All right. Nicely done. We are on to round number 15. We're bringing this plane in for a landing, folks. I hope that your seat is upright and your table is in it's locked and folded position. I have a special remote. It controls blank. I have a special remote. It controls blank. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Let's just pretend. Let's pretend we have a special remote.
It controls time.
Okay, I like that. Good. not making eye contact with Barb.
Don't do it.
Honestly,
Don't do it.
we were out, getting like stuff set for the fence, which runs right along the road.
Oh, I
which,
think we told them. Wait.
Which, of course, where Barb likes to drive back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, up and down the road all day.
Never
every
made
fucking
eye
day.
contact.
Never even makes eye contact with us. I almost want to be like, hi, Barb, hi, we see you.
I saw her at the grocery store this week.
Yeah, and
Didn't talk to me. I was like,
poo face.
okay.
Poo face from her. Just the poopiest face. And what's funny is her daughter-in-law, they live next door.
Nicest person ever.
Nicest, one of the nicest, certainly the nicest person in the neighborhood. Just a lovely, lovely human being. All right, I have a special remote. It controls helping all the lonely wives. Oh, I think actually, Scott, that was your public service. GOP messaging, herpes transmission, the HOA. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we just had where is it? Just there we go. Click off. There we go. There, HOA, done with you. Let's see, it ran out of batteries, says Carrie. The drone that gets me tacos hourly. Yeah, and in fact, speaking of batteries, I'm sure that Kathy would have something to say about a rabbit, I think, at this point. My other remotes, my kids' volume, nothing. Space Force, Fashion Steve. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. This is round number 15, my 1969 TV. That's a child. The remote control for 1969 TV is a child. Hey, can you get up and turn to channel 8, please? And then you'll clack, 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 clack. Good, I'm glad we're right on the same page.
Remember when you had a remote control? You got a fancy TV, like in 1982.
Yeah.
You got and the remote was connected with a wire. Remember?
Yes. Oh,
Making
yeah.
it not remote at all.
It wasn't remote at all. It was connected. Well, I mean, I guess it was remote, considering it was remote from the TV to the couch. It was a remote distance. But
what did your parents care? They had you to turn the TV.
Exactly.
Switch it to channel 3, would you?
My Betamax's rewind
Clack.
function. Clack. Let's see. Elon sex appeal, making these kids start making good music again. Above Fashion Steve. This is me, isn't it?
It is.
Let's see. Who had the funniest response here?
My Stepford Bam.
I like Carrie's. It ran out of batteries. Yeah. All right. That was round number 15, folks. Did I just throw that on you? I just threw that on you.
And now you have to sing a song.
I was actually thinking that we would, since we have some folks who haven't seen some of these, our past, like, let's play our cable access, since Legion is
okay,
and Maleficent, I believe, has seen this. So when we talk about being a cable access show, this is what we mean.
It's 8 p.m. on Tri-County Public Access Television. Hey there, people. It's Saturday night. It's time for our show on Saturday night. Now you better get yourself ready to go for Lori and Stefan's Cable Access Show. You can learn about beaver cubes, also 8-ball poke too. You can do science without shoes. Pictionary and Bonnie's meet. There's something here for you. Just imagine all the things you will know when you watch Lori and Stefan's Cable Access. Lori and Stefan's Cable Access. Lori and Stefan's Cable Access Show. Let's go.
So two things about that. One is
we have
you
to
saw,
add in a herpes reference.
Yeah, you saw our 2 of ivermectin. Yes, and we do need to add in a herpes reference. But also, just the myriad facial hair. Laurel looks exactly the same. Stephen, snow beard, beard. Like, I'm literally like, just can you keep track? All the different, eyeglasses. When you don't have hair to work with, you gotta, So anyway, and yes, I dye my beard. Of course, you guys know this. It was growing in gray, and now it's not. Doesn't happen that way in nature. It's dyed.
Carrie never saw that. Wow. Maybe we debuted that when you were out of town.
Oh, yay. Okay, good. I'm glad you didn't see that. And Christina never saw it either.
Cable access.
Well, that's 4 years, over 4
Let's
years
go.
of shenanigans, kids. So, dear Lauro,
there is a tie between Maleficent and Ray. 3 points each.
Ooh.
You're playing for the hand, or whatever you want.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we giving you another one of those hands? Is that what we're doing?
I have like 2 Etsy, whatever you want.
I was going to say, Laura will take it. Well, literally, we could do like
have a warehouse full of stuff.
We could do one of those showcase ending, like
the
with
showcase
wheel
showdown.
of the Wheel of Fortune where it's like, okay, now it's time to go through.
I'll
and
send you the Etsy shop, and
Well,
you can
hey,
just pick whatever you want.
the giant ceramic Dalmatians, is that what you want? Add that
That's
in the
you.
mix. Yeah. So anyway, now what happens, Legion, is we have a tiebreaker. So I will read one final prompt, and everybody answers. It's really just supposed to be the two
And
people.
it's supposed to be the two
It's
people
supposed to be
who
the two
tied,
people who are, but everybody
But
just
then
jumps
everybody
in.
always answers,
And
and
so-
then the one with the most upvotes wins.
The only way to win this game is to win it outright. If it's a tie, it just.
And you're
this
like,
is just-
that game makes no sense. And you're right, it doesn't.
Exactly.
It's just an excuse for us to get together
It's just an
and
excuse.
talk about what we did this
Drink.
week.
Some of
And,
us smoke weed. It's just a good time. It's just a good fucking time. So here
what
we
do
go.
you have going on this week,
Whatever.
everyone?
Yeah, this is time to just blow off some fucking steam. So anyway, here's our final clue
Make
for
some
the
jokes.
tiebreaker. Blank, my greatest accomplishment. Blank, my greatest accomplishment. Your funniest response to blank, my greatest accomplishment. So now, I actually am very pleased to hear from Ange that some of the pop cultural stuff that we discuss here on the show is stuff that Ange and Fuzz haven't heard heretofore, meaning that we're kind of like, yes,
We're becoming like a
Talk
Talk
Soup.
Soup.
Remember
meets
Talk Soup,
like a
Joel
game
McHale?
show. Right.
Right.
Like, we'll tell you what's going on this week.
Exactly. Now you
And-
see that like but the show is getting longer, right? Oh, you can't. Can you see the timer up
it?
here?
I don't know.
I think you can. So we're almost at a minute 15 or an hour 15. We used to come in under an hour.
We used to do a show every night
Oh, we
for
used to do a show every
30
night.
to
Yeah, exactly.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that reduced to just one show every week for an hour. But now we're like, nah, we like hanging out with you.
But also we've taken this. We've done this new format where basically we incorporate some of the week's stories into our clues, and so we have the opportunity to talk about these things. It adds to the time
And you might
of the
learn
show a little bit.
something
And
along
if
the
you're
way.
not careful, you might. No, I can't do that voice.
That's
The
not
Bill
funny.
Cosby voice, not funny anymore.
That's never been funny.
Not funny anymore. Let's see. 1999 is Eric's greatest accomplishment. I need to know more. What happened in 1999? Unless you mean you
Partied like it was 1999.
or you are actually Prince and you recorded
Okay.
the album 1999, which Prince may have thought was his finest album. We don't know. Surviving my life so far, says Maleficent. Chia Pet Last Supper, says Brendan. Is that a painting? I imagine that's a painting. Or you did the Last Supper in Chia Pets. I see. Okay, I got it. Filming P. Diddy, who might not have told the truth. That might not have. Second place.
Carrie says, not getting that email that Laura got. And listen,
That's the greatest
I'm
accomplishment.
the wrong recipient for that email, okay? I don't have it.
Hang on.
I don't have it.
Yeah. Just
I don't have it. Just want to let you know. Want to let everyone know for the record.
let's see. So, going on vacation with Legion, creating my Zoom account, second place in the 1983 Remote Control Speed Olympics. Laura Usurpes, missing the Aurora Borealis.
How did I miss it?
all right.
I missed it 2 days in a row, okay, you guys? I missed it.
So those
Completely. It
are
was right outside.
those are everyone's responses. So now at this point, y'all start voting, and the person who gets the most up likes on their answer. So you basically go through, you find the answer you think is funniest, and you give it a little smiley, happy, haha, or you give it a like or a
Yeah.
love or whatever, and then the person who has the most of those wins. And this is the point where I time it, and then I always do my sports guy voice.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
And then, so I recap the game tonight. We had an incredible showing by our veterans tonight. Some of our finest players showing up, putting up some extraordinary numbers on tonight's scoreboard. But of course, it was newcomer Legion and relative newcomer Brendan Drislane who shined most brightly here on the Only Show court. We saw them suiting up before the game, of course, and said that they were very excited to be playing tonight, and that they were going to bring everything that they had to this game, and indeed they have. Missing tonight, of course, our veteran all-star, our all-star Kathy Jeans. She was unable to make it tonight, but she sends her regards. She's at an away game tonight.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's being funny somewhere else.
She's being so funny someplace else. All right, so there we go. Dear Laura,
too bad.
who had the greatest number of up likes to be this week's champion?
Well, it does seem that it does seem that Scott has won for Laura's herpes.
All right, there we
My
go.
greatest accomplishment.
Nicely done, Scotty. Very good. Yeah. So tell you what, we'll send you a prize, and then you could send me some information about HGH. This is gonna be
Exactly.
fantastic. I love this. Good. Pump up, dude. All right. Yeah. Do we have any final orders of business?
I
before we-
feel like that was just implied that Scott gave me herpes, and but that never happened.
Hey, ladies
I don't
and gentlemen,
have that,
hang on,
and
hang
that
on,
we
yeah.
I don't have that. Never
Yeah,
happened.
gonna leave this
That
right
didn't
here. Yep.
happen.
Oh my
No.
god. Oh my god.
No, that didn't happen.
You fine people. Okay, so listen. Yeah. Any final words before we head off into the night?
Yes. Christine says, "Congrats on Laura's herpes, Scott." No, it's not like that. The train has left the
Scott's
station.
on the other side of the
No.
country, so
No.
you know it would be a neat trick. Do it by mail. Can you get herpes by mail?
I think maybe he means a long time ago, but that also never happened.
Yeah, I was gonna
That-
say
that never
all you have to
happened.
do is get it once. You just
That
have to get it
didn't
once.
happen either. Okay, no. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay, kids. Yeah. Aurora Norealis. That's good.
L'Orealis. That's right.
Aurora L'Orealis. That's also funny.
L'Orealis.
So yeah, Legion, please come back. We're on 8 p.m. Every Saturday night. We would love to see you again. You fit right in, my friend. Any final words before we go? Words of wisdom?
It's listed right there. Okay, it's
Ladies and
listed
gentlemen,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh, hang on.
I don't know why I got that email.
Hang on, I got one final word before we go.
Fashion